Okay, so we've been given this information here. All right, and we need to find the gross profit. We have to make a trading account. All right, the purpose of a trading account is to get gross profit, and the gross profit is the profit after you deduct the cost of goods sold. Okay, yes. So format is always key in the exam. Always put the format. So you say trading account for, let's say this is Mr. X, for Mr. X. Okay, let's say for the year ended 2025. Okay, always put this, you'll get marks for this. And though it's mas 0.2 or 0.1, but yes, the trading account usually has three columns. Okay, so we sell cement. Okay, so we start. First thing we put in our trading account is our sales revenue. Okay, this is the money we've made from selling cement. Okay, so you say sales revenue. Okay, 100,000. We made 100,000 from selling cement. Okay, now let me show you how this formula will start expanding, and so that we are following ahead. Okay, so remember earlier on I said gross profit equals sales minus cost of goods sold. Yes. So what we're doing here, the first part here for sales, we need to say sales revenue minus return inwards. Okay. Minus return inwards. Okay. This figure breaks down to this. Okay. Yes. So in our question, customers brought back cement worth 1,000 kwacha. Okay. We sold some cement to customers. They found probably it was damaged. Okay. So they returned them back. So you say less return inwards. Okay. Usually in these financial statements, if you want to show that you're subtracting, you can put it in brackets like this. Okay. So you say less return inwards. Okay. So you say 100,000 minus 1,000, that is 99,000. Okay. This is what you call net sales. Okay. Net sales. All right. So this is the actual sales revenue we have made for this year. Are there any questions, colleagues? Okay. So this first column, I forgot to mention, this first column, this is where the adjustments for purchases are going to be done. Then the second column and this third column, most of the other tabulations will be done there. But just remember, this first column is the adjustments for purchases. Okay. So now the next thing we need to determine after we've got our net sales is the cost of the goods that we sold. Okay, the cost of the cement that we sold. Okay. So sometimes you can put, okay, on your financial statement, COGS, cost of goods sold, okay, to show that that's what you're trying to tabulate. If you want, you can leave it blank. Okay. So now, in order to get this cost of goods sold, colleagues, okay, cost of goods sold you need to get the total cost of goods available for sale. This, colleagues, this total cost of goods available for sale tells us for all the cement that we had that year, what was its total cost? Okay. Everything that you have, the total value of everything that you had in your shop or your factory. Okay, so total cost of goods available for sale minus closing inventory. Okay, minus closing inventory. Right? That's how we get this cost of goods sold. Now, here, what I'm going to start working on in this trading account is I need to get the total cost of goods available for sale, because also this has got its own formula. Okay, so the total cost of goods available for sale is opening inventory, the goods that you started with, plus purchases, the goods that you brought in. Okay, the cement that we started in with that year and all the cement that we bought that year, so that we have really the total value of all the cement in our container. Okay, yes. Now purchases is going to need to have some adjustments. Okay, so here, colleagues, remember, I'm first tabulating this total cost of goods available for sale. So you put your opening inventory. This is the value of the cement you started with at the beginning of the year. Okay, at the beginning of the year, you had cement with opening inventory 10,000. In your container, you had cement worth 10,000 at the beginning of the year. That's the cost of the cement, okay? 10,000. Now, during the year, okay, you purchased, okay, you purchased cement worth purchases 40,000, okay? You purchased cement worth 40,000 during that year, okay? Now, when you purchase this cement, all right, you are charged by your supplier carriage inwards, okay? So let's look at it on a month basis, yes, okay? So for this month, uh, you purchase cement worth 40,000. To deliver that cement worth 40,000, you are charged 300 kwacha by your supplier. So you say add carriage inwards, okay? Because it's included to your purchases expense. So you say add carriage inwards 300. Your cement arrived at the container. Okay. Now, oh, apart from that, you are also given a discount by the supplier. When you purchase this cement with 40,000, okay, you are given a discount over 2,000. Okay, so you're going to say less discount received. Okay, so you purchase cement worth 40,000. They charged you a 300 quarter delivery fee, and they also gave you a discount. Gave you a discount over how much is the discount? 2,000. Okay. Then that cement arrives at your container. Okay. And you sell some of that cement. Okay. Then customers bring back cement worth 200. Some of the cement that you sold was bad, or maybe, how can I say? Cement doesn't expire, but okay, it wasn't in good condition. Okay, so you're going to say less return. Oh, no, 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 not customers. I mean, once the cement reaches your container, you find cement worth 200 kwacha is destroyed. So you return it back to your supply. That cement worth 200 kwacha was destroyed. So you say less return outwards. Okay. So since there was cement which you returned worth 200, it must lower that purchases expense you incurred. Okay. Yes. So these are the adjustments you usually do with purchases in the first column. Okay. Yes. So you say 40,000 plus 300. 40,300. 40,300 minus 2,000, 38,300 minus 200, 38,100. Okay, so this is your overall purchases expense, 38,100. Okay, yes. Any questions, colleagues? So this 38,100 represents all the cement you bought for that month. Okay, that's the value of it. That's the cost of all the cement you bought that month, 38,100. So now you want to get the total cost of goods available for sale. So the total cost of all the cement you had that month. Okay, so this is a total cost of goods available for sale. So you're going to say opening inventory. Okay, remember this formula here. Opening inventory plus purchases. 10,000 plus 38,100. 40,000. 48,100. Okay. So this is the total cost of all the cement you had for sale for that month. Okay. The total cost of all the cement you had in your container that month. Now, you're only interested in the cost of the cement that you sold. Okay, for that month. You want to know what is the cost of the cement that I sold. So, this is where we now come to this formula here. Cost of goods sold. Total cost of goods available for sale minus closing inventory. So, we're going to subtract with the cement we remain with at the end of the month. Okay, less closing inventory. Because remember, you cannot make a profit off of cement that you haven't sold. Okay, that's why we're deducting it. Okay, you cannot make a profit off cement you haven't sold. Closing inventory 9,000. So at the end of the month, we had cement worth 9,000. Okay, so the cost of the cement that was sold, you say 48,100 minus 9,000. 39,100. Okay. Cost of goods sold. Cost of the cement sold. Any questions? Now we can get our gross profit. Okay, net sales minus cost of goods sold. So you say 99,000. This is how much we made from selling our cement. Minus 39,100, which is the cost of the cement that was sold. We're going to say gross profit 99,000 minus 39,100, 59,900. Yes, that is our gross profit. Any questions? So this is the format you need to put when you are making a trading account.